All right, just pulled up to my office. I was gonna give you guys a little tour and taste of what it looks like in my world outside of the job site. So we're right in the heart of Park City and got a couple amenities. Got a cafe, I got a bakery, and I got a health food store. So some good things. Just got our name on the door. I think that's key. And it's not a big office, it's not fancy, but it's something that I felt was necessary to have. Got a nice little seating area here, TV, so we can display drawings and do stuff with the technology we have at our fingertips. Got my stand-up desk, got my whiteboards. I love my whiteboards. I got my 3-week procurement, or not procurement, excuse me, my 3-week look ahead. So this is currently where we're at today, and all these fall in line. And then at every single Monday I come in and I erase the Monday and I just slide the whole thing back. So I know what's ahead of me and what I'm looking for. And so there we are. We got underground plumbing coming tomorrow, and we're gonna be waterproofing on Friday. And then we got backfill going all those 2 weeks. So got things about the YouTube channel, things I gotta do every single day. Every single day I gotta review your whiteboard. I gotta look at schedule, and I gotta look about procurement. What do I gotta order in time? I gotta do 1 hour Buildertrend. That's the software that I use for building my jobs. I gotta do 1 content video, what I'm doing right now, bam. And then I gotta look at my job numbers. Job numbers are important. So every single day I have to do these tasks. This is my everyday task. Then I'm building 2 houses. We got lot 60 and we got lot 72. 72 is what we're doing. And this is my to-do list for lot 72. This is the one I'm currently filming on, the one we're invested in, and the one that this whole show is about. And then lot 60 is the one I'm starting in about a week. We're getting permit any day now, hopefully today. And we're gonna start that one in about a week. So we'll be maybe a month behind on that one. And I'll slowly document that one. It'll be a little bit different of a documentation since it's not my house and I can't share with you the numbers and stuff, but I can definitely walk you through the process, the lessons learned, and all those fun things that we do. So a lot of people would say that an office like this is unnecessary. You don't need an office like this when you're a startup, and I don't disagree with that. I don't think they're wrong. Is it money wasted? I don't know. There's two thoughts of logic here. Is that the saying? I don't know. There's 2 ways of looking at it, and one of the ways is if you are a trade partner or you're doing remodels or you're not dealing with high ticket price clients, you're building a couple $100,000 homes or something. I don't disagree. You can work out of your house. During COVID, my wife and I, we all had to work together, and we just realized that we don't work well together and we don't do well in the same environment, and that's okay. And knowing it and admitting it is one thing, and my relationship is number one. So number one, I couldn't be working at home. I couldn't be having trade partners over at my house, and I definitely couldn't be having clients over at my house. So that was a big thing for me. The second thing is I don't have any clients right now. We're breaking ground on this second house. That'll be one of my clients. And then with these realtor emails, I got to go out and procure some more work. But the people I'm trying to procure work from, these are multi-million-dollar clients. These houses that we're building are high-end custom homes in Park City. And so I don't want to be meeting someone at a coffee shop or having them come to my kitchen or meeting them at their house. I want to take them to my office, somewhere professional, where I can say, hey, look, I'm an established business. I take this serious and I do what I can to be professional in this line of work. And part of it is having an office where we can meet, and I have the technology so I can show you the drawings on this TV here. You can sit down, relax. That realtor email that I showed you and I sent out, I got 2 interviews from that in 48 hours. And one of the people, here's a little marketing thing for you. One of the people, they wanted to come meet, and they said, what coffee shop should we meet you at? And I said, why don't you meet us at my office and tell me your Starbucks order, and I'll have the coffees waiting for you when you get here. It's a little gesture. You buy their coffees, you meet them at the office, they see how you work, they see your daily tasks, they see what your calendar looks like, they know you work hard, they know you're professional, and that's how you're going to win clients. You're not going to win them at a coffee shop, or you might win them with a low bid and stuff, but I don't necessarily want to work with clients that are only looking for the low bid, because building a home is an experience, and I want to build with people that want to enjoy that experience and take them on that journey of the frustrations and the excitements of building a home. But I'm going to be there with them, communicating the entire way. And because of that, I have a nice office, because communication is going to be key when these people are coming to you for selections and stuff. And it's just a presentation thing for me that I think is necessary. Another thing that we're doing is when I'm building these spec homes, I'm actually charging this overhead to the project cost. I would never do that, and don't you ever do that, charge your overhead or your office rent to a client. That is wrong. But what I'm saying is that this project that I'm invested in, when I went to these investors, I promised them, I said, hey, here's what we're doing, and I'm going to get you X% return on your money. And that's what I told them. I said, here's what you got to put in, and here's what you're going to get out. I never gave them a cost breakdown of what everything I was going into it. Those numbers were already built into it, and it was built into the percentage that I told them I would get. If I don't get that percentage, then I won't charge that to the job. But if I hit that percentage or anything over, well, then I'm going to charge this to the job because they invested in a project with a promise of a certain percentage. And if I hit that percentage or go over that percentage, and right now we're looking to more than double that percentage that I promised them initially. But if I hit it or go over, then they got what they were promised, and there's nothing wrong with the things that you included in that price and still delivered their profit accordingly, or whatever I'm trying to say there. You get the point. So for me, having an office, it wasn't a lot of money out of my pocket right away because I was charging it to the job. And so that was something I was able to get out of my house, have a professional setting, and not cost me any more startup costs. But I want to pay for nice things when I do stuff. Like I have a nice computer, I have a nice monitor. I want to be able to see dual screen. When I pull up my, don't be looking at my password now. When I pull up my screens, I want to be able to have my drawings on one side or my email on one side and my Excel spreadsheet on the other side. I want to be able to do what I want to do. So I pay a little bit more for top end equipment. I got a nice desk, I got a standing pad, and that's, in my opinion, some of the things that you need to implement. And what makes you tick? I mean, when you feel comfortable in a working environment, when you get in the zone and you're just feeling it, what environment are you in? When I was in school, the only way I could study was I would go to the library, and I'd have to put headphones in, and I'd have to sit in the corner of the library, and I had piano music, and it was the only way I could shut out the distractions of the world because I was a terrible student, and I always was getting pulled in a different direction to not be at school. So having a quiet environment, someplace I can sit down and have a cup of coffee in the morning and read my books about, I'm always reading books about bettering myself, self-development. Right now, I'm currently reading these books, .com secrets. I'm this whole internet YouTube game is new to me, so I'm learning about it, and that's the beauty of it. Some other things we got going is this is the second house. If you remember those lessons learned that we did, my first lesson learned was, obviously we found out, I said I wouldn't make that mistake. FC equals footing continuous. FS equals footing spot. So as I'm going through this next house, that's the first thing I went and looked at. And guess what? Every single spot footing on this entire plan is labeled as an FC, not an FS. So it's not a footing continuous, it's a footing spot. And I sent out an RFI to the engineer, and he confirmed that it was actually just a typo. And so I learned from my mistake immediately. Within 2 days, I had already learned from my mistakes. So embrace the mistakes. Take time to invest in an environment, in a space where you can work hard and know that you can shut out the world and get the job and the tasks done that you need to get done. Whatever your system is, whether it's a whiteboard, your phone, your email, you got to get consistent with something because there's a lot to manage, a lot to handle. And if you're not on top of it, you're going to be in trouble. Thanks for coming into the Windsor Group office today, and I'll see you next time.